What we do is helping businesses to tidy up their administration. The biggest thing that you can do for your business, connect with different groups, go to conferences, talk to people, represent yourself, make some webinars, things like that you can offer for free. So you can present that you have some value as business and that your services have some value as well.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Ways to Wealth. Today I'm joined by Natasha. Natasha, why don't you give us a little bit of information about how you came to New Zealand, like literally 1 or 2 sentences, and what you're currently working on, your current business that you're working on.
So I came to New Zealand 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago, with my daughter, and it was a long journey. But at the moment, last year, we decided to open company, two of us, it's all together.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we are co-founder.
Yeah.
What we do is 60% of bookkeeping services, but also a bit more uh, helping businesses to tidy up their administration, and we are also doing a bit health and safety documents as well, business plans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So a bit of a broad range, but
Yeah,
really focused on the administrational and organizational side of
more.
the business, where a lot of small businesses struggle, maybe. Yeah. So that's cool. So, well, I mean, there's so much to talk about, obviously leaving your country of origin to then go to a new country is a big step. It's entrepreneurial in its own sense. But it's really interesting that you have now decided to start a business with your daughter, which is cool. What did she study at university? You said she was at uni.
Finances and
Oh.
computer science.
Oh, okay. And does she currently have a role somewhere else as well?
Yeah, she's in finance team, Bible Society. Yeah.
Okay. And you both work in the same similar place or not?
No, she's working in Bible Society, and
You're
I am in Papakura as a practice manager in a medical
so
center.
you're very organized.
I like to think that I am, and most of the time we both are. Yeah.
Okay, you're both quite organized people. That's really good when you're taking care of the tasks that people like me struggle with. Well, that's just cool. What was the motivating factor? I guess we can go down the business route soon, which will be interesting. But what was the motivating factor to coming here 6 years ago?
Well, the biggest motivation was my daughter, and to provide her more opportunities in life in general after she finished uni, and because that was the plan.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the biggest motivation. Oh,
Did you have a business before you moved here?
I had my business for 20 years,
Okay.
like accounting agency.
Okay.
But in Serbia, is accounting is a bit like how can I explain that on English? Like, no one likes to pay accountant, but everyone needs it.
Okay.
So
Oh, so people don't like to pay for accountants in Serbia.
no,
But you had a business in Serbia for that.
yeah, for 20 years.
Okay. That's cool. Okay, so were you always entrepreneurial?
Yes.
Yes. What do you think what made that happen?
Probably my dad,
Okay.
because he was he was the owner of his own company. He was doing different things, but back in the time, that was quite innovative.
Yeah.
And new.
Mhm.
But he was always looking for different and new things to do. So yeah, I think comes from him.
And then you make the big move away from all your connections, all your family. You have to start fresh.
Yeah, completely. So it was really interesting. We just moved houses,
Yeah.
and during our packaging, we found our 2 suitcases,
The ones that you came with.
the ones we came in here, and they were just full of Christmas things.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I can't imagine now, looking back, how we managed to do that. But yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Uh, are the kind of standards different when it comes to accounting here versus Serbia in a big way, or is it just
No, it's really similar.
yeah?
I mean, of course, percentages of tax and some calculations are different, but the system is quite similar.
That's cool. And what made you start this type of business with your daughter? What was the
Well, we were thinking about starting business together for quite some time. She's really responsible. Uh, she's young, but she's really responsible person, and she learns really quick. And she grew up looking at my business and around my business. So we decided to start our own company.
Yeah.
And to do exactly, I mean, that is something I knew the best.
Yeah, right.
And it makes sense.
And it was another line with her study as well.
A bit, yeah.
With this finance.
But yeah, she's really skillful with systems and computers and
automate a lot of stuff.
So we combine it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, nice. So, I mean, if you were to kind of get a sense of like you're both working full time elsewhere, and this is like a project that you want to build over time. What would success look like in the next 5 years then for you guys? Because you basically spent 6 years establishing yourself here. Now, in 6 years from now, yeah, it won't be just your lives established here, but you know, your business could be. So what would that
the point is for me to like retire in 10 years and leave her
the business,
established business, or just stay as advisor or something like that. And for me, it presents peace first. Like, you don't need to think about are you going to have money for rent, for groceries, for utilities, for things like that. And I also really enjoy the work. I really love that. I mean, maybe it's a bit strange for someone to say that loves bookkeeping and administration, but that is something I really love and enjoy. And it was always like that. So
must have been a hard decision to leave that behind.
As I said, since my daughter is my biggest motivation, it was hard to get here. So we like took 2 years to finally get visas and everything. And I also came on student visa, so
did you?
I studied for a year and a half.
So you had to study in order to get here?
Yeah, so I did my master's here.
Okay. In what?
Applied leadership.
Okay.
So yeah, that gave me a bit of perspective about New Zealand businesses and relationships and how it's. So it was good.
Yeah.
It was hard for me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Yeah.
I met really great people there and made really great connections. So
Yeah. What do you think the biggest difference between Serbia and here is in terms of business then?
I think that here is a bit easier. I mean, it's never easy uh, to start, but you have more opportunities and more stability, what is the most important thing.
Okay.
So in Serbia, you can wake up one morning and everything is changed,
Right.
and or everything can be cancelled, or so many different things can happen overnight, and you can't predict um, how is your business is going to flow in the future. You can like make just a short-term predictions.
Mm.
Here is a bit different.
Yeah.
You can make plans. You have some kind of stability,
Yeah.
and the laws are pretty clear.
Hmm.
So for me, it's a bit easier.
Nice.
It's hard to make a broad network to get clients. That is the hardest part,
Yeah.
because it's like you're a completely new person here. But after some time, it just flows by itself.
And did you have staff when you were?
We have one lady. We all work from home, so she works from home as well.
Oh, at the moment.
Yeah.
No, but when you were in Serbia, how many staff did?
Oh yeah, I had seven.
Oh,
Seven of them. Yeah.
and did that business did you wind that business up basically just before you came, or?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I had stole them. Actually, sold the business to my staff.
Oh,
So
cool.
all of them
Yeah.
now have little agencies.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Interesting.
What was really important for me, for all them to have their own stability
Uh-huh.
and not lose their jobs, because we spent like 10, 15, 20 years together.
Okay, so the team had been together a long time.
Yeah, really, really long time.
Oh, wow. You almost would have wanted to keep running it from here.
No,
No, can't probably do that from so far away.
it's complicated.
Yeah. Okay, that's kind of cool that you guys had such a long track record together. You know,
Yeah, it is.
and then now they've all ended up with their own stability. You've talked about stability a couple times.
Yeah.
Is that like yeah? And you said, I mean, opportunities and stability. Um, is that kind of yeah? Is that like your primary? I don't know if you were to say what is wealth in like one word, is it almost stability or is it?
Uh, Peace on the first place. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Um,
almost.
Spending time with family, my case with my daughter, as much as possible. I mean, time besides the business, yes. Because we have so many things that we are doing together most of the time. So
Yeah, and you have you and your daughter and then one other person's also with you.
yeah.
And what's the first employee's role?
She's like part-time casual when we need her, like just admin assistant
Ah, okay. Yeah.
for now. Yeah,
Yeah, cool. And who primarily gets the clients? Is it you or your daughter
together.
together?
Yeah, most together.
And is it a lot of remote?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to do it a lot remotely. Is there any type of business that you find that you're getting traction with? Or
Not specific. We work too with quite different ones.
did you have a specialty in Serbia? Or
No,
no, it was
no,
broad.
it was really broad.
Ah, okay. Would you expect to? When would your goal be to be out of your current roles in the business full time, or is it?
I expect in a year and a half
Okay. Yeah.
that can happen. Maybe 2 years.
Okay. And would you build up some reserves in the business?
Yeah. viewers. That is the like first step, and
Yeah, right. And then go from there.
and then go for that. Yeah,
Do you think networking, obviously networking must play just such a big role in?
it is the biggest thing that you can do for your business. Connect with different groups, go to conferences, talk to people, represent yourself. Maybe make some uh, good uh, webinars, things like that that you can offer like for free. So you can present that you have some value as business and that your services have some value as well.
And then maybe create some case studies if you can.
Of course, yeah.
Be cool. I definitely think in New Zealand as well, it pays a big dividend. And then referrals, right?
Yes, of course.
Please refer us.
But yeah, that you need to reach some like level to get referrals.
Yeah, for sure. And how long have you guys been doing it?
We started last year in May or June,
Yeah, yep. Okay.
something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
How many clients do you have? Don't have to answer.
At the moment we have 6 transacts,
Cool.
but we were doing some business plans and some like one-time things during the time.
Oh,
So
so kind of some
it was
fixed engagements,
yeah,
and then you've got 6 on retainer.
yeah. So it wasn't that bad
That's pretty good.
for beginners. Yeah.
Yeah. And did you run ads to get those?
Oh, we did so many things. So we create our little marketing campaign. Um, our website is going to be up soon, like in a
Updated.
month. Updated, yeah, completely different.
Okay.
That one we have at the moment. So it's
And then you'll have, do you guys already have business emails?
yeah, we have.
Because I noticed on your website currently, it's got your business at Gmail.
No, we have now. We have our business emails.
Yeah, they're good.
And we were doing like we were posting on LinkedIn a lot.
Okay. Just personally posting?
Uh, yeah, we
Or ads?
create and design ads
And
with
bought
text, and then no, we didn't bought that.
pay it.
No,
Pay the ads. You just
we just create like on certain days in the week we are going to post certain things. So we were creating everything a month
yeah.
before. And yeah, that was interesting because it was something new as well for me.
Right. Your LinkedIn is a gold mine.
Yeah, it is. I love LinkedIn, to be honest. So we were together creating posts and some polls and yeah, things like that.
Yeah, and is it just like business, like bookkeeping and administrational related content?
Content, yeah, generally connected to finances and bookkeeping, and depends on the time of the year, what you need to do, what is
The tax returns are coming up.
yeah,
That's pretty.
depends of the dates. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. And that, I guess, would be something that you already know pretty well from, your 20 years of experience and running your own business. Would you guys, so you guys fully work remotely? Do you think you would get maybe get like a workspace desk so you can, because one thing that's good for meeting clients when you're early, like we sublease this place. So we don't have the full cost of this great office in this great building, but we get to bring our clients here and it's worked really well for us. So sometimes like subleasing can be really good for like especially meeting clients. But do you just meet all of them remotely?
Not, we usually go to see them at their places. Oh, that's on their business. Yeah, that's cool. And some of them remotely. We had like 2 clients from Dunedin, so that was obviously remote. But and we used Bar.
What's that?
It's like platform where people are asking for services for different services like financial, bookkeeping, accounting, business plans, things like that. And then you can, you're obviously paying for number of points. So you can offer your services, and every one of them has different number of points. So yeah, we found few clients
From
there.
Bark.
From Bark, yeah.
I'm gonna check Bark out just to see what it is.
It's not bad. It's not like amazing. We expected a bit more from there, to be honest. You need to be like 24 hours in front. So because there are so many people that are offering different services, so it's always the first one who is getting the job.
People were asking for a specific thing and then you reply.
Yes.
Right. So it's like a jobs board kind of thing,
Yeah.
specific kind of task and services.
Kind of that, yeah.
Oh, interesting. That is kind of, yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Would you want to scale it up and have a bunch of staff too?
Yes.
What's your daughter's ambition for business?
Could be. Oh yeah, her ambitions are much bigger than mine.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and makes sense because I'm a bit tired of that. But yeah, I would like that. But I don't like to have like established offices and maybe as you already said, maybe one for meetings or something like that. I would love for everyone to work remotely.
Okay.
Because that's my personal opinion, is that people are more productive when they are working remotely.
I definitely think in your line of work, administration and organization, where you need to be concentrating and need quiet.
Exactly.
That definitely because I work from home 3 days a week, probably. Sometimes I'm in a bit more, but typically when I'm in the office, it's doing these podcasts or meeting clients, or kind of just generally collaborative work. But all the stuff when I have to actually think properly and do kind of more deep work, as I call it, I then prefer that in my study at home where I work best. Yeah. It's nice to have a different space to work. I don't want to commute as well unnecessarily.
Oh yeah.
Especially coming here into the CBD is very frustrating. Actually, coming here in the morning is not too bad. It's in the evening where it's really annoying. As you'll know, obviously with your commute as well, they don't have the best infrastructure here in New Zealand.
Well, to be honest, I don't agree.
Oh, you think it's good?
I think that just a network of highways is really amazing. I mean, we were stunned.
Oh, really? So you asked it?
It is like huge city, and maybe it needs to be developed more. I mean, for sure, it needs to be developed more. But and it's normal with so many people. It's normal that there is like you're sitting in the highway in your car, and yeah.
Yeah, no, I like to avoid that because my house is about 23 minutes away from the city if you have a good run, but then if it's a bad run, it's like 50 minutes. So
you never know what's going to.
Well, you do if you leave home at 10 and you go back. You leave the office at 7 or 7:30, then you're pretty much guaranteed a pretty easy time. But yeah, when you've got kind of responsibilities and kids at home, you don't really want to be waiting until 7:30 if you can avoid it. So you know a lot about administration organization. I know that you know all the tricks, right? Or you know a lot, you've got a lot of experience. Obviously you don't want people to solve these problems too much because you want to do it for them and you don't want, and business owners especially, but small businesses, especially if they don't have the resources to kind of have functions, admin functions and stuff, then it's a really great service. But you know, where do you see the businesses, like where could, you know, if you were to say, okay, well, you know, with my 20 years of experience, I've noticed that these are the things that often get missed or kind of fall over, and and maybe it could be prevented.
Oh, I will use example from my current workplace.
Oh, perfect.
So I started recently, like in November last year, and I found administrative system that was not tied up, and at least 7 years.
Hadn't been tidied up at all.
No. I found, and that's not on previous practice managers, because you know when you're doing induction, the practice manager who is leaving is telling you like basic things what you need to do, and then you continue to do those things, and most of people don't want to go back and fix anything. And it's also, if you have a external accounting or bookkeeping company, it's on them. Like problems, not finding bills in the system, that is on them. They need to see what is happening, and it's like my opinion. I would never take a client if I'm not checking everything and tell them what they need to fix or what I can fix. So the most important thing is to be informed,
Yeah.
to keep everything in one place,
Yeah.
to try and to separate different things like bills from invoices, or contracts separate from uh, employment agreements and things like that. They're quite different. And I know and I can understand, though so many people don't like administration, paperwork, and they feel confused and overwhelmed with the amount of the paperwork they need to do for different jobs. But for starters, it's enough to just make different folders and keep those things separate.
Yep.
It's easier to tidy up after that.
Yeah.
And to, of course, to save their papers, to save invoices, to save their bills, uh, even the smallest one, everything need to be said. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's like a small thing.
Totally. Really nice. Okay, cool. So what do you think then? Well, I mean, you must, you know, I think you think very highly of it, but I'll ask a question anyway. Because you've moved around the world for what I would call intergenerational wealth. So, like, why
Hopefully.
was that culture cultivated in your family from previous generations? Or were you breaking out of an existing cycle, maybe?
No,
Made the move.
that kind of behavior and trying to do something is actually, I think, from my grandfather. He was having like his own shop at the time, and then my father was trying to do his own thing.
And was it with the purpose of trying to provide something for the next generation, or?
That is always the purpose.
Okay, so where's the purpose? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you move here and your business now is really driven by being able to leave your daughter with some stability and some wealth.
Yes, definitely.
So it's important to you.
Very important.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting. But I think that from having that exposure as well to your business back home, or maybe this is home now, but in Serbia, and all those lessons that you would have learned in the difficulty of moving across, even just the practicality of actually getting on the plane or multiple planes and coming across here and then trying to rent a place and doing all these things.
Oh,
Very
it
difficult.
was, yeah.
Do you think she's learned a lot from the experience and grown a lot?
Yes. I think I changed.
Changed her?
No, I changed myself.
Oh, okay, it changed you, yeah.
I mean, Kiwis are quite different,
Uh-huh.
and the way I found at the beginning, I found it very difficult for me to be patient. To be honest,
Yeah, are they too relaxed?
yeah, that was something that was making me crazy at the beginning. Uh, I'm still not quite comfortable with like too much relaxation and too much waiting for something. But I'm used to it. So, and I'm trying. I think that I'm acting towards people quite different. So I'm not impatient. I'm quite quiet and yeah, ready to wait and yeah. So that was the biggest lesson for me.
Must have- Well, I actually don't think it's necessarily a good thing to be so relaxed. You know, like New Zealand's not the most productive country in the world.
It's just cultural thing,
Yeah.
and you can't change
No, you
culture.
can't.
It's impossible.
Yeah. Well, it changes over time, I guess, naturally. But you can't just be like, be more, less relaxed.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No, it's not happening. Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on the pod and having this conversation with me. I wish you all the very best with your business.
Thank you for calling me.
And I'm sure you're going to do amazing. I mean, I think that, you know, the main thing is you have all this vast experience and you just need to work out a way to communicate that that exists.
Exactly.
Because, you know, the comparative to your competitors will be probably not as, you know, that you'll probably have far more experience than a lot of people out there. So just about working out how to communicate that. And I think you'll get lots of really great clients.
Hope so.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.